Can everybody hear me?
I can hear you clearly, sir.
I'm talking about those watching us from physically. Those of you watching me from Nigeria and GText House, if you can hear me clearly, just wave your hand. Nigeria and GText House. Okay, just wave your hand. Okay, beautiful. I want to welcome everybody to today's class. Who is the person there? Is that Pastor Nee or who do I have there? Is that Pastor Nee? Who is speaking there? Can the person just show his face close to the camera? Let me know who is there. Somebody was training earlier. I just want to know who is training. Okay, it's Dominic. Okay, great. Is Pastor Nee here already? Just you can comment on the chat box. I want to welcome everybody to today's event. I'd like you, if you're watching online, to share the link of today's event. I'm also trying to share and invite everybody. Okay, so we're officially opening for sales of our unique green and smart home called Jasper Gardenia. I'm going to be spending a few minutes to explain to you what this is about. And we also have some people from our independent sales program who are here called the GCP. They are the people GTEXT is committed to give 15% of our income. And in the month of July, we're also taking people from this team to Maldives, all expense paid vacation by GTEXT. So if you're able to sell 4 units of Jasper Gardenia and people make a deposit of just 5 million between now and the month of June, you are getting all expense paid trips. So just 4. You don't need to do more than 4, just 4. Okay? Just 4. And you'll be on your way to all expense paid trip. I'm myself and one of our contractors who is currently building 2-bedroom, 4 unit of 2-bedroom of Jasper Gardenia in Ibejuleki will be joining me to explain some of what we're doing. So the Gardenia program, we're having both Lagos, we're having Abuja, we're having right now we're having Ikorodu, we're having 3 locations. We're building Gardenia in Ibejuleki, 1 location in Ikorodu, 2 locations in Abuja, and we're having 2 locations in Ogun State very soon, and then we're spreading that way. So I want to share my slide right now. I would like you guys to share this link, the Zoom link, for those of us, if we can share the Zoom link also so that people can be part of this. I'm also seeing how I can share the links, and maybe I will also share the link after the class to people all over the world. Once again, thank you for joining. I appreciate you all for being part of today's class. I want to share my screen now. Let me ask you, can you see my screen at this moment? If you can see my screen, just type, I can see your screen. If you can see my screen, just type, I can see your screen. Okay. I think a couple of us can see my screen. So that's beautiful. I can get, please, on Facebook, if you can see my screen, just type, I can see your screen, I can see your screen. Now, I love a very interactive class. I love when I'm doing a training. There's engagement, there's interaction. I also like that immediately we're done with this class, that the media team begin to cut for me clips of today's training. We sometimes don't do that, but it's very important so that immediately we're done, let's have clips. 2 minutes clip, 4 minutes clips, 5 minutes clips. So of today's class. So the name we've called this particular housing design is called Gardenia. We're also having different other designs, but this one is called Gardenia. Now, GText Home is a solution providing real estate firm. The journey began 6 years ago. Since then, we have spread to countries like United Arab Emirates. I'm actually running this training from Dubai location, and US, and we've spread to, UK is opening also this year. We believe in providing premium personal service now and well into the future. And we are innovative trailblazers and ahead of others. In fact, with what we're putting together, we will be the largest green and smart home by the year 2035 in Africa and most likely in the world, because nobody is doing the volume we're doing. We will have been building, yeah, you can clap if you want to clap. Fine, for those of you in Lagos, I love that you guys are clapping. That's a good sign. Ẹni bá mọ ìwúrà là ń tà fún, ẹ̀yin mọ ìwúrà. Ẹ̀yin mọ ìwúrà. Thank you for that. So Gardenia by GText Homes is a green and smart home project that is sprouting in over 5 cities in Nigeria at the moment. And this year we're building 1,000 units of it. As pioneer in the field, we have taken upon ourselves to propel Africa into and the world into the future. The truth is climate change is real. There's a lot going on around the world. And if we don't begin to think of sustainable way of building our world, of providing electricity, energy, real estate, we really are putting the world in danger. So Africa is not talking about climate change. Nobody's talking about climate change in Africa. We're even talking about oil spill in the Niger Delta. We're talking about all manner of ecological abuse. That's what we see in Nigeria and other parts of Africa. But we are ahead of the curve. We're pioneers. We just don't like doing things like everybody else. For me, is that we have to define what things should be. And I'm happy that we're doing that. Now, I'll have a question for everyone, whether you're watching live or you're watching, whatever you're watching, okay? What does the word Gardenia mean to you? Okay? What does the word Gardenia mean to you? So I'm waiting. I want to read the comments. The word Gardenia, what does it mean? Because a lot of times you see certain things being said. The question is, you need to understand the meanings of those things, right? So what does the word? Yes, go ahead.
Gardenia is coined from the word garden, from garden, and it portrays like a green or a flower.
Okay, the confidence you are using to say this. the confidence you are using to say this. Did you read it in a book or something? I don't understand. The level of
No, sir. I just know it.
Oh, wow. The confidence. Who else want to try? Who else? Who else want to try? I'm waiting. Come on, who else? Okay, so I have Esther Uka on Facebook says, from the word garden. Everybody's just saying it. We get it, meaning building surroundings like garden. Okay, Rock City Property says, a garden with green court. Go. Like, what's exciting is the confidence level. How many of you even tried to Google it? Did you even try to Google it? You hear Gardenia, Did you even try to Google it?
Sir, from Google, it's saying Gardenia is a genus of flowering plants in the coffee family.
Beautiful.
Rubiaceae, native to the tropical and subtropical regions of Africa, Asia, Madagascar, and Pacific Island, and Australia.
If you can see my phone, and also on the slide, you can see how this flower is bursting forth. That's the gardenia. Okay, so we would coin it from a particular type of flower. And by the way, all our estates are that way, right? The new one is what's the new name for the new design we're coming up with? Do I have anybody in the construction department to tell me? Edward, you should know that there's a new design we're perfecting at GText. Edward, are you there?
I'm here, sir.
So what's the new design we're working on? You forgot, Edward. You were the one that even Googled it and posted the definition in the construction department. You forgot.
Oh, so that's for the Rusilium. That's for the
Okay.
Rusilium. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we have a new design that's more of a bit of more higher buildings, like at least 4-5 story. It's called Roselle, so Roselium is also a name of a flower. So all our designs are just going to be that from. We might have 1 or 2 design outside flowers, but for now. But what is Jasper, by the way? You heard Jasper Estate. What is Jasper? Yeah, Beryl Estate. So what is Beryl? Yes, Sapphire. What is it? Can somebody give me an answer?
They are precious stones.
Beautiful. So we name our estates Precious Stone, and then we name the buildings Beautiful Flowers. Come on, clap for GText so that you understand that we don't just do things anyhow. There's a whole lot of thought process that goes into what we're doing. I'm happy that I believe all our relevant staff are also watching this. Edward, I hope that's the case, because I want this our people to also be part of this. So this goes into we don't just kind of do things, we kind of take time to go into creating concepts also. So our official flower is Gardenia, and is the Gardenia flower. The Gardenia flower belongs to the same family as many amendal flower that are both beautiful and tenacious. Come on, I thought you were going to clap for us. Beautiful and tenacious. So when you see us combine green and smart home, we believe green homes are going to last longer. Smart homes are beautiful. You're able to use your phones, you're able to, everything is automated. And that's who we are, and that's the uniqueness we bring to the marketplace. For me, a lot of time people tell me, Dr. Steven, I can't come up with great ideas because I'm broke. And I'm saying, money is not the first thing you go for. Okay, even without money, come on, let's see the depthness of your idea. Because if your idea is really original, authentic, it will eventually bring money. right? It will attract. Idea is a money magnetizer. Idea attracts money. For every vision, there's a provision, but you need to first have the vision, right? And you need to be real and strong with your vision. So it's not shouting, I don't have money. Let me say this, and this is a powerful principle, okay? As a good entrepreneur, money should be the last thing you think of when building a business or coming up with an idea. Money should be the last thing you think of. However, sometimes don't start if you don't have the money, but do not let money stop you from thinking it. Do not let money stop you from planning it. Do not let money stop you from perfecting it, because usually when money then comes, it's also sudden, and it will only come to whoever is prepared, right? So suddenly somebody can just tell you, hey, I have $2 million. I'm looking for what to do with it. Now, at that point, you see, money is now waiting. But the question is, if you don't have a smart idea to meet the money will go elsewhere. Will go to the hands of the person who has already planned and prepared and come up with the right information. That's how this is done, guys. So when we say green, luxury. When we say smart, we're thinking comfort. Okay, green is not cheap. Green is expensive, you need to know. Okay, so what we've put together is green and smart. And it's a mixture of both luxury and a mixture of comfort. We're even working at the moment on a new jingle. It's going to be airing on most TV stations. And in that jingle, you're going to see, I just love the concept of GText. So we're going to show somebody in somewhere in a poorer neighborhood, right? Trying to open the door. And in fact, at some point, the key, jugu, jaga, jugu, jiki. Okay, and we're going to show the same person in Jasper, Gardenia. And by just singing, just saying, oh, the door just opened in their own accord. That's our latest advert that's going to be running on TV. But what we're trying to picture there is that what we bring to you is comfort, is luxury, is, is something that will last long. And that's our vision here. And that's what we are bringing to you. And that's who we are. Now, let me go back. So all Gardenia will have our green futures. Now, our green futures follow the United Nations international goal to provide clean, affordable energy for all. Using our unique of quality finishing, we offer luxury at its peak. And we have 3 ways of doing this, 3 ways, okay? Number 1, biodigester system. Can everybody type biodigester system? Come on, everybody, can you type biodigester system? Now, I've been hearing a lot of people want to work for GText and people are excited about who we are and all that. GText is not one of the easiest places to work with. Work in. Is if you're not hardworking, because it's easy when people just, I want to work with you. And then when they come there, they work too much. They don't even consider us. Well, bros, it's not, people do not grow great by playing idle, okay? There's a song by somebody, Oju eni malari, Oju eni malari onu. Okay? So our generation wants to laugh, but we don't want our Oju to see. Okay? So please, some of you are just super excited about working at GText. Some of the easiest place to, first of all, GText will tax your brain. GText will demand hard work from you. GText, we expect you to think out of the box. That's the kind of company we are. We just love creativity. We love people who think deep. By the way, this development and some of the things you're seeing here, even this slide, was not done by me. It was done by our process manager, right? And I didn't tell him what to put there. He should use his brain. So people who work in GText, that's why a lot of companies are trying to steal our people. And they're welcome. We train them, you steal them. No problem. If that's destiny, we don't mind. But what you need to know at GText, for those of you who want to work with us, you are welcome. But it's not one of the easiest places to. It's not for the average person. You have to be above average. So the first thing that Gardenia offers is the biodigester system. Now, our uniquely designed biodigester system is able to extract sewage from your houses and deposit it into a central sewage system. Then, our system converts the sewage to biogas and the power to be used on our street and for security. So the concept is that from your poo-poo, we are creating electricity. I don't know if you like that. Nothing can waste. However, we're also doing a hybrid system where we're also combining this with solar, right? So we're using biodigester. We're also using solar so that, it's a hybrid system. When there's heavy sun, we're able to pick some. And then other time we're able to use poo-poo and we turn it to, by the way, we are not as crazy as Bill Gates. Bill Gates' latest technology that is funding is that poo-poo is turned to clean water. Even, I think one of the tests, it took the water, like this water now. That's what it's doing. Right, so one of the concepts Bill Gates is working on is such that, when people poo-poo, the water comes out of it, and they are still able to also use a part of it for energy. I mean, it's really crazy renewable energy. Number two is solar. So our estate will have solar power backup for all estates. So all solar power back on the estate will ensure that security power are available 24/7 for those who live in the Gardenia. We do not plan to connect with the national grid. We don't need NEPA, so that we won't be shouting up NEPA, down NEPA. We are going to be producing our own electricity, and by the grace of God, we will be celebrating 10 years, without light going on, 20 years. One day we celebrate 100 years in a Gardenia without light going on. That's the goal, and that's also why we are doing hybrid, so that even if the energy in the biogas finish, you have a backup with solar, right, that can be used. Number three is also electric car chargers. Are you happy to hear that? Come on, right? Okay, now, by the way, I was coming from the US. I was supposed to visit Tesla. And in fact, one of my goals was that but COVID, there's a lot of restriction we have one of my followers on social media who was hosting me. He works with Tesla. And one of my goals was to see, once after touring their plant, to see if it's possible that we probably will have a partnership with Tesla for our estate, that if you live in Gardenia, you have an opportunity to be able to buy Tesla and then use Tesla and just, one of the concepts we're looking at, but we're going to be providing opportunities so that in the estate you can charge your car. And because again, we're thinking the future. And what I love about the locations where Gardenia are, they are beautiful locations. We have one opposite, adjacent the Dangote Jetty and the Lekki Golf Course. And what's unique about that location is that you have amazing development there. I've been saying this to investors. You just invest in Jasper Gardenia and go and sleep. I guarantee you, we'll get people to rent it and to live there, and you will be getting your money on a regular basis. In fact, as I speak to you, there's a massive housing shortage in that axis because Dangote currently has 6,000. Can everybody say 6,000? 6,000 Indians who are having to live in temporary shelter in Dangote refinery as I speak to you. They have 3,000 Chinese. Can you say 3,000 Chinese? Okay, also living in temporary shelters. In other words, these people are living in like almost like a trampoline kind of temporary shelter because there's no place to live. Now we have major other people who are having to come from Ajah, from Lekki to come every morning. If you pass, you know, we have 4 estates there. If you stay in that axis very early, you see massive truck bringing people every morning from Lekki, Ajah. So right now you build a house in that location, people are already renting it, right? Immediately. So that's the beauty of what Jasper Gardenia is bringing to you. So let's look at the smart aspect of this. By the way, how many of you like the beauty of this that you're looking at? If you love how beautiful this is, can you type, it's beautiful? Come on. Those of you physically on ground, you can clap. I love the design, by the way. It took a while. It took a long time to come up with the designs, but they're beautiful. And they are very simple and lovely. So now all Gardenia are all smart homes. These smart homes can be configured, modified to fit your mood and keep you updated with temperature, light, ambience, door control, appliances, TV, speaker, security, cameras, and everything is all sync into one. In fact, once you enter, you're going to be having the iPad for every room. There's a iPad. I mean, there's a tab for the living room, tab for every room. So, and also the control can also be linked with your phone. It can also be linked with your wristwatch if you're using a smartwatch, right? So you have, you know, and this just gives you that that usual smartness about the designs. Okay, so we'll just show you the parking opportunity for parking your car, you know, based on how it's been designed. There's a lot of green. The goal is green, 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 plants everywhere, you know, and there's a feeling that does. Okay, so experience comfort. There are a couple of videos here. I'm going to skip it because it's not the exact Gardenia video. I don't know why the person who did this slide didn't put the interior design as well as the smart design videos. This is just of a similar institution, but it's the same concept. So I'm going to skip it because it's not what we are working on. Now, also you experience luxury lifestyles. I will play this video for you to watch some 3D of the outdoor.
GText Homes. We don't just sell properties. We help you build your future.
Okay, so the latter part was more of the high-rise aspect of it. So every of our estate, we kind of have different factors and different areas. There's also a couple of good news that I'm going to be giving us over time concerning each of our estates. For example, every of our estate that is 50 acre and above will be having a golf course. Now, all these people who were buying land didn't even know this. And honestly, many people who bought land from GText Homes do not even understand how wealthy they are about to become. Now that we're going to, full designs, they don't even have an idea. And I can assure you, one day when you start hearing people, just do videos and be praying for me, I didn't pay them money. So that you won't say maybe they paid them money to to act. It's just their new joy, and that when they started investing with us, they never even knew we're going to, deliver beyond what we promised. But that's how it works. Promise little, deliver more. So I'm going to allow a contractor of the first set of buildings there. We already have other buildings. We have 5-bedroom going on. We have 1-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and all of that. But he's the first who started 4 units of 2-bedroom. So he's going to be sharing with us a couple of things they've been doing, and very soon they are completing that one. Let me also say here that I want to thank everybody who has worked hard to make this happen. Our, our architects and construction team, our admin team, graphic team, media team, process, everybody in GText, amazing team who work. Because this, you keep fine tuning, you keep getting better, you keep working on it. Even this logo, I'm not yet comfortable with this Gardenia logo because it's still not luxury for me. But with every day we're tweaking, we're working hard, and that's why, like I said again, I'm warning you. You want to work with GText, all of you. Oh, I want to work with GText. It's not easy, right? It's not a place you come and lazy around. Our team in Dubai now, many of them are having to like, doctor, because in our Dubai office, I only have one Nigerian. Everybody else is either from Egypt or Syria or from other parts of the world, but major the Arabian world. And many of them are just shocked at our work ethic. I told her, I said, look, we didn't get here, okay, by playing around. And, we worked hard to get here. And one of our core values is hard work. I told them, I said, look, and it's not about the money. If they come to our Nigerian office, they're going to see people we close 6 p.m. If you go to our office, you're going to see people 10 p.m. still working. Nobody asked them to wait that long on their own. We just love to work hard, right? So this culture of, because sometimes when you see me, many of you, when you see me take picture in the golf, take picture in houses, in your mind, this guy just they enjoy all the time. I'm just working. Now marketing I did do, in case you don't know. So if you judge me by what you see on social media, you're gonna miss it, because you now come in expecting that from the one at work, this will just be partying. Okay, we are not Yahoo Yahoo. We're entrepreneurs. We're business people. And so hard work is hard work. There's no shortcut. We can try to make it fun, and we always try to make it fun. But it doesn't change that it's hard work. Okay, so I'm going to allow Dr. Adeni Adeyemi. He's going to say a few things. People have been disturbing me. How much? One of the ways you have a good product is when people start asking you for the price before you even mention the price. Okay, and one of the powerful secrets of sales, because they now ask you for the price, doesn't mean you should tell them. Still give them some suspense. Still tell them, hold on, Chele, let me still tell you more. Right? It's not about the money. Let's tell you what we are offering. Okay. So the same thing I'm doing today. Those of you asking me for price, Chele, hold on. Let's so that you can appreciate. And by the way, the reason why you do that is not that you want to shakra, it's just so that they can appreciate what you're offering them. Else, people are just going to price what you're doing with peanut, because they don't even understand the quality and all that's been put in. So put your hands together for Dr. Adeni Adeyemi. Doctor, take it away. Are you there? Is Dr. Adeni there?
Okay, yes, sir. I'm here, sir.
I thought rapture had happened. Yeah.
If it is rapture, You will have gone.
Yes, you can go ahead. You need to unmute yourself. I think you're muted.
Okay. I'm fully here now. Thank you, Dr. Stephen Akintayo. Well done, Lagro Tandeza. Thank you so much. I'm here. So I thank you for this opportunity at this platform to come in for this official launch of Gardenia. And I want to congratulate everyone who has joined this evening. I sincerely also want to appreciate all of my my GCP people. I want to say God bless you all. I actually intended to make it down physically as usual, but I had to turn on the way because we finished the corporate board meeting quite behind schedule. So trying to leave the office, my office for the destination of the GCP class. I saw that the timing was so short. So I'm so happy to be here. Yes, my company Adeni Consult is the official, one of the contractors handling the first Gardenia terraces. And by the grace of God, we are presently on we've done the first floor cash thing. We've done part of the cash thing. So we're trying to start the block work for the story building any moment from now. We already moved materials to site. So I can tell you it's going to be the best of time. I mean, you having to partner and to sell for this great organization called GText Homes. Now, I'd like you to know that a number of times, a lot of people tend to regret, for not being part of something new, something that has never happened in this part of the world. Many people tend to despise, those big things that start in a small way. But haven't forgotten that, many people have forgotten that big things, they actually come in small packages. You know, a lot of times people expect it to come in so massive a way. But I want to bust your bubble to let you know that when it comes too big, then it is prone to falling to be small someday. So, Gardenia, I can tell you that it's one of the best, you can find in town. Yes, I'm into construction by the grace of God. When I see something good, I want to identify with it. For many people who already know me as #1 bishop of real estate in Africa, you can tell that in the last, I've shared my story a number of times. When you hear about Grenadines, it's so funny to even know that Grenadines is kind of, familiar with Gardenia also. Grenadines, Gardenia, Gardenia. So, my emperor, I caught you. So, Grenadines, Gardenia. So, it's in the same family tree, I can say that. And if you hear about Grenadines today, by the grace of God, I was privileged to be the first person to handle that estate in Abuja, somewhere in Life Camp in Abuja. And I can tell you that, some of the features that, Grenadines has got, even Gardenia is doing way better than that. I can tell you, because I'm involved in the both. No, so I can actually tell you. So you've heard from the MD CEO of GText, and he's been able to, let us know some of the features, among other features that he's going to be having. Now, you may not understand the beauty of these features until you see this buildings physically. But I can tell you, for those who will not doubt the days of the little beginning today, they are the only ones that will have value for their money. When it is fully delivered. Now, there's nowhere in any part of the world where the concept of off-plan sales does not work. Virtually everywhere, even Dubai, I mean, for many of us who are familiar with the Dubai terrain, you agree with me that, I mean, the Dubai market also was formerly built on off-plan sales model. And as we speak right now, a lot of high rises you see around, they are still built on the off-plan sales model. Now, but it takes someone who has the belief of the future, who can actually tell, I mean, who can actually buy into the present. I repeat again, it takes a man who has a belief of what the future looks like that can take advantage of the present. Now, what does that mean? That it takes someone who will believe in the dream of this company called GText Home, who can actually be able to say, you know what, I'm going to buy into this. I'm going to sell this because I know this company will deliver. Now, I can tell you because, I mean, out of the 4 units that my company is doing for GText Homes, I can tell you that we are using the best, I mean, materials, quality materials that, I mean, there are no doubts they are best in the market. So that means that for those who are going to be taking those units, they will have immense value for their money. So the question is, what are you waiting for? What exactly are those things that you need to know that has to do with you being able to sell and thrive well in this property market? Now, one of the things you need to get is to get, I mean, the building plan. Because as many people that you'll be talking to, they would want to know, what does the 2D looks like? Now, when I say 2D, that is the architectural plan of what each unit looks like. So on the ground floor, you have the pre-seat, you have the sitting room, you have the kitchen, you have the store, and you have the dining section. And from there, you go up and you see the first room, the second room, all ensuite, and you have a mini family lounge upstairs. So that's for the 2-bedroom, terrace duplex. So we have 4 in 1, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 families in one block. For many of us who followed us for the inspection the other day, you will agree that you saw it, that the ongoing construction as we are moving very fast. And now I wanted to know that, I mean, that is for the 2-bedroom. I mean, there is another one that is ongoing, rows of 1 bedroom also. And I can tell you that the prices as are today, they are very ridiculously cheap. Why am I saying so? It's simply because, I mean, I remember very vividly when Grenadines Areco was to start. Now, we started selling for 37 million naira. 37 million naira. We were begging people to buy. Now, people will say, you know what? I'm interested actually, but you know, something is that I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. When you start working on site, come and call me. 37 million naira for those 3-bedroom standalone duplexes. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, within 1 year, it moved from 37 million naira to 80 million naira within 1 year. Because at the time that, I mean, the official infrastructure company came to start the infrastructure, that is PW Group, the value of the property jumped from 37 million naira to 80 million naira. So it became a thing of, but I told you now, maybe I've booked before. I've told you that when people start work on site, you come and call me. Then they use mouth to book property. It's not possible. It is only those who would actually believe in the future that will be able to take advantage of the present. So if you believe that this company is going somewhere, if you believe that this product is sellable, it's tangible, then you will buy into it. So for as many of our GCP members or my GCP members who are watching us right now, and those who are watching globally, I'm here to let you know that you have so much to gain, you have so much to pocket, you have so much even to your advantage. I mean, if you would believe and buy into this project, you can be assured that you will smile at the end of the day. Let me stop there for now, sir. I hand over to you, sir.
Okay, so at this point, we're going to do Q&A. We're going to take questions. If you are on Zoom call, just type on the chat button, I have a question. If you're watching on Facebook, just type your questions. And then if you're in the live class in Lagos, GText House, just raise your hand and let us know. So if you have technical question on buildings, the drawings and all that, you can ask Dr. Gardenia there. And if you have questions about the product itself, cost, and things like that, you can ask me. So what I can tell you concerning the cost is that up until now, people kind of like, because some of the buildings we're doing are for people who were early investors. Now, for them, they had to pay outright. And people kept disturbing us that can't we come up with some flexible way? So finally, we've come with it. All you need to do is deposit 5 million naira and pay 1 million naira for the next 18 months or 20 months to own the 1 bedroom. To own the 2 bedroom, all you need to expect in this slide, Edward, that you have the payments, the flyer, the payment spread, all that is supposed to be in this flyer. But I'm going to see if I can check it on Facebook. I think there should be something on that. But you have I'm going to look for that. So if you are doing the 2 bedroom, you have the opportunity to invest just 6 million naira. That's the deposit you're doing. And then you pay 1.5 million every month so that in 2 years, you are done paying. Same thing with 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 5 bedroom, and 6 bedroom. So with this model, because a lot of people have said to us, they wanted some flexible payment. And my argument had been hitherto, yes, flexible payment, but we don't want jobs to drag. And many would said, yeah, let's just see it like we're contributing money. At least when I pay to a certain amount, you can then move to site. But we're a bit reluctant. But finally, we think with the volume, one of the reasons why we're reluctant was the number of contractors we had versus the volume. So if many people are engaging us, how many contractors do we have to execute their job? But right now we have gotten a massive number of contractors who are now involved in building the Gardenia model. So you are able to have a system where you start paying. In fact, once your money hits a particular level, we start building for you. And by the time you're done paying, in 90 days after paying, we are giving you your keys. 90 to 150 days, we give you a key. Now, another beautiful thing we're doing also is that for those of you who want to invest for the sake of ROI, you don't want to live there, you just want to rent it out. We have a program to help you rent it out to the expatriates in those locations. The one in Abuja is along Airport Road. Already high net worth people are the ones living there. The one in Ikorodu too, same thing. So we structure a way where we are reaching out to high net worth individuals who will be renting your house. So leave the rent out to us, and we'll, you don't even need to be in Nigeria. We'll just be sending you your returns as soon as we're done. We'll give you the keys and you give us the permission to rent it out on your behalf. So here's the flyer, as you can see. 1 bedroom is going for 22 million. However, another bonus we're giving, but please note this bonus ends on the 1st of May. The 22 million you are seeing here, you have 5 million naira discount off. How many of you are happy about that? Yeah, I know that those in Lagos are clapping right now. So yeah, but please note it's just first 50 units. We're giving it till 1st of May, but that's if we don't exhaust 50 units between now and 1st of May. Now, GText has a model when you launch something new, we always give massive discount. We don't mind losing money at the beginning, just to kind of create buzz, awareness. But once we hit a particular number, the normal price flies. So normal price 22 million. But those who are paying today for 1 bedroom, you are going to be paying 17 million instead of 22 million. Now the 2 bedroom is 37 million. For those who are paying today, you're going to be paying 36 million instead of 37. And all you need to deposit is 6 million. And you spread 1.5 million every month. Same thing with the 1 bedroom, you deposit 5 million, you spread 1 million every month. Then you have 3-bedroom, 47 million. And if you're paying today, you're paying just 42 million, 5 million off. You deposit 8 million, you pay 2 million monthly. If you're doing the 4-bedroom, 57 million, you deposit 9 million. And you, of course, will have to then pay 2.5 million every month, but you will be paying 52 million instead of 57 million because you have a whooping 5 million discount. And then those of you who are doing 5-bedroom, you have 70 million is the price. You deposit 10 million, you pay 3 million every month. And for you, instead of paying 70 million, you're paying 65 million because there's 5 million naira discount. So we're giving 5 million discount on this current price. Okay, on this current price. And that's another amazing opportunity that we are giving you guys. We're ready to take questions. I'm ready to take as many questions as you guys have today. By the grace of God, we're ready to take questions. Also, please note, like I said, this offer is not forever. So please do not, this is not something that, you're gonna, it can be over by Friday. You know how GText has a very loyal customer base, and many of them, I know they will rush this. So it's first come, first served. There's no I have booked. There's no we have known each other since Odun Boboro. It's business. Okay. And the offer is the offer. And one of the challenging thing that I'm even this, I'm really scared. I'll tell you the reason why. Price of building materials has been going up crazy, like crazy. And once you pay us, you've paid us. We can't tell you the price went up, you have to pay more. The only thing is that these prices are in dollar. So once dollar price goes up, that one, you can't even, you have to, once dollar price goes up, yep, the prices will go up. So that's why I'm advising you, if you're really serious, you want to pay immediately. Because the way cement price is going up, everything in Nigeria has just been going crazy now. And so it's just wisdom to tie it down because, I tell people this is the best time. People, particularly those of you in diaspora, you're having all this opportunity to have grants, to have COVID palliative, and dollar keep rising crazily. This is, if you are not, I know somebody who got some money from this palliative. He just bought 5 units. He told me I need 5 units and we helped him to get it. And that's how it's done. So, Asani, my first client is here already. Oluwatoyin Banjos wants to do 2-bedroom. Wow. Say, can I pay in pounds today? Absolutely, you can pay in pounds today. So, Edward, can you hear me take notes? My first client, Oluwatoyin Banjo. Yeah, we have Jasper Ibejuleki. Now, if you ask me which location, if you want to do Lagos, I'll first recommend you go for Jasper Ibejuleki. If you want to do Abuja, I also recommend you do Jasper Abuja. So it's up to you which one you want to go for. Okay. So I have another client asking 750,000. Says I'm new here. I saw somewhere that the document like C of O goes for. By the way, there's nothing like C of O. That's for land, and it's not C of O. It's called deed of assignment. It's the document that transfer ownership to you. But we're not selling land here. We're selling house. And in the case of house, you don't pay land separate. All that you are paying covers the land and covers your house. Also, where can we get the flyer for this offer you mentioned? For instance, the 22 million. Yeah, I've shown you the flyer. You can still reach out to me on WhatsApp, +1, my US WhatsApp line, +1. I will still personally give you the flyer, +1 8577015527. WhatsApp chat only. Okay, so you can chat me, and I give you the detail. But yeah, Mrs. Tony, I would recommend if you're doing Lagos, you want to do Jasper, for Lagos, because and if you're doing the 2-bedroom, by the way, I'm not supposed to do this, but I will be willing to give you one of the 4 units that Dr. Adeni Adeyemi is building. So that means that if by the way, you want to tell us when that will be completed so that they even know how soon they will have the keys.
So, sir, for those who are trying to buy into the 2-bedroom terraces, by the grace of God, all things being equal, I mean, due to the rains, give or take, just give us another 6 weeks to 8 weeks. That we should have completed, because what could have gotten a bit delayed is the aspect of the slab, concrete slab casting. And we've done 50% of the concrete slab casting last week, Saturday. So the remaining 50%, we're trying to tidy up to be able to cast within the next 2 weeks. So that's been done. I mean, the first part that has been casted, we're doing the block work to go to the roofing level. So, and so give or take, in another 8 weeks maximum, we should have, we should have the doors erected. So already.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, Madam Tony, if you're going to be doing the 2-bedroom and you want to do Jasper, Lagos, I'll be willing to give you one of the units from the 4-bedroom that is working, which will be ready in 8 weeks. In terms of the carcass, and the rest will just be, just minor stuff. So in the next 8 weeks, 3 weeks, in the next 3 months, you can get the keys if you are paying outright. That's if you are paying outright. If you are paying installments, is when you finish paying, you get keys. In fact, when you finish paying, we ask you to give us 90 to 150 days. But like I said, we love that you give us, we love to promise less and deliver more. That's just my rule. Somebody's asking 3-bedroom, how much is the down payment? For 3-bedroom, your down payment is 7 million. And then you spread 2 million every month for 2 years. In 2 years, you're done, finish the payment. So what is beautiful about this, we realized a lot of people wanted to own houses. They didn't even want to buy land, but they don't have the money in bulk. And because of the rise in dollars and all of that, now 2 million is just 4,000. It's almost like $4,000 now. It gives you 4,000 a little bit, between $4,500 kind of give you 2 million. Many people already make more than that. They can afford to set aside $4,500 every month. Okay, those in Britain can afford to set aside £3,000 every month to be paying. But what they were telling me is that they can't pay the money in bulk. That, 37 million, 30 this, they can't pay in bulk. So what we had to I was reluctant doing this because sometimes I hate when people say, oh, I'm going to pay between social time, and you start seeing them dragging, and it affects our ability to also move fast. But we finally cracked the code and said, you know what, we'll come up with this concept. You deposit a little and you start paying. Once your payment hits, 50%, we start, work on your site. Okay, it's targeting the fact that within that 6 months, 1 year, when you will be done paying, okay, your house will be ready. So even the fact that we're asking you to give us extra 90 is just so that, just to be on the safe side, because in construction, just put things, it's better to promise less and then deliver more. That's how you don't spoil your name. Madam Olubunmi Asumo, I hope I've answered you. And by the way, guys, if you want me to book a unit for you, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, just let me know now. Let's book. I'm already booking. I've booked the first one. I'm ready to book the second one. So talk to me. Let me see. Okay, so I have Eniola Adeshina says, good evening, Dr. Akintayo. Please, for those who are already a practicing property broker, if I get a client who purchased like 10 units and above, and the client wants me, his property manager, to manage it for him or her, Is it accepted? Absolutely. If the client wants you to be the one to get tenants, yeah, but the facility management is done by us. But in terms of getting who will rent it and all of that, absolutely. But for all our estate, we are in charge of the facility management because we are the one providing electricity, water, all of that, right? So, but in terms of, cleaning the room, the property, renting it out for your client, absolutely, absolutely. Also, Mr. Edward, I don't know whether you've announced the commission program. We give 5% for, by the way, many of you may not know this, the total commission formula for housing is different from land. So we give out 5% direct commission, 2% second, and 1% third generation. So a total of 8% is what is going out. Okay, so 5% is the direct commission we're giving on the housing program. So you need to know that because housing commission is different from land. Okay, because you don't even have that level of profit. Okay, that you can be given 15% like we give in the case of land. You don't even have that level to be able to give that much commission. Okay, let me see. Any more questions? Those of you in Lagos, Nigeria, yeah, let's have your own question. By the way, I'm still expecting Zoom and Facebook questions. Let me also check other Facebook page. Edward, if you have question maybe from the GText Homes page, and please help me just read them out. I know we're streaming on different platforms, so I hope I'm not missing questions from the other platform.
Okay, so we have questions from Facebook.
Yeah, go
Facebook.
Go ahead, read it out.
Iba Gamia value. Eromon men, I'm so sorry. I know you can hear me, but I'm so sorry I murdered your name. It says, good evening, boss. Sir, please. Okay. Okay, not actually a question. It said this is bring abroad to home country. Great ideas and unique ones, sir. That is Esther Oka. I think she's just saying thank you so much for bringing this to Nigeria. These are things that they hear from abroad, but she's really elated and very excited that we're bringing it to Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we're happy about that. I mean, this is the reason why we as a company expanded, right? Because, people always complain, all our leaders, they have international exposure, but they can't do it back at home. But the truth is that we can't keep waiting for leaders. We ourselves, the reality is that what we are building is the GText country, right? It's our own, because once you have your own estate, you have your own electricity, you are not using the grid, you're the country of your own. Do you know, guys, there's a place called Bonny Island? If you go there, you don't believe it's not Nigeria, right? They've never had power shortage. They've never. And I think that's how we can change the country, right? Because if all of us are waiting for politicians, the politicians will always be politicians. Before I take next question from Edward, I have some question on Zoom. Joy Naomi says, book 2 or 3 bedroom for me. My man wants to rent it out. You have to be specific, Joy. We have limited units that we're using for this promo. And so you have to be specific, right? Which one you want. By the way, booking is by payment. I'm only taking Oluwatoyin because she wants to pay today, right? It's not, there's nothing like book me, Enu Dunro for, is that what they say where I come from? So it's easy to prepare vegetable soup with mouth, but in a situation like this, it's not by mouth, it's by money. Olawale Dada says, can a client do initial payment of 10 million balance in 3 years after their GVest return on investment? Absolutely, GVest is different from GText. homes. They're owned by the same company, but they are different because it's GText money we're using to build some of these houses and developing some of these places. Okay, so they're kind of like a different pool. So I wouldn't say you should. By the way, we don't have 3-year spread. We only have 2 years. But obviously, once you receive, assuming your returns meets up with that 2 years, once you receive your return, you then transfer. But there are even different accounts. There are different pools. So once you get your commission from GText, you can then credit GText Homes account for to balance. But what we do is that is a spread. So you deposit X, you keep paying certain amount on a monthly basis till you're able to finish paying. So if, let's say, what is remaining of your payment meets up with when you are getting your GText returns, absolutely, you can always pay. But it's not like you can link the two, no. Joy Naomi says, can you talk about how to rent it out? So we can help you rent it out. There's nothing to talk about it. We currently have information we've gotten from Dangote Group, Kellogg, all these places that if we have property developed already, they are willing to rent it to their staff. So there's no stories about, at least if you are coming through us, right? Issues of helping you to rent out your property is not the issue. They are already deficit. And you need to know there is housing deficit in Nigeria. The housing deficit, a lot of people don't even know. I wish they had put these things in the slide because these are the things people need to know. The housing deficit in Nigeria is over 6 million. Now, a lot of you don't know. You go to some places in Lagos, 1 bedroom. I saw it in my cocoa, 8 people in 1 bedroom. So there is already a massive housing deficit in Nigeria, massive. But the challenge most people make is in choosing location. Let me give you a typical example of what I was sharing with somebody. People heard of Ibejuleki and what was going to happen. A lot of people started rushing to Songotedo, but they failed to realize that Songotedo to Ibejuleki is still about an hour, if not more. So what you needed, so a lot of people didn't know why we were buying at, Ibejuleki itself. It's because we wanted situations where people leave the refinery, they leave the seaport, they leave the Kellogg, Indomie factory, Power Oil, all those factories there. They leave there, they move, they just drive 10 minutes, 20 minutes, max. You are back at home. That was what and some people were not smart because they were still trying to attach themselves to Lekki, at the same time trying to project for Dangote refinery. It doesn't work that way, right? And so people who bought in Ibejuleki are getting better returns than those who bought in Sokotedo, right? Reason being that right now, Dangote Petrochemical of $2.5 billion has resumed work. Dangote refinery is 80% complete, should be launching next year. So massive development there. I don't even want to give you name, right? Some of the most powerful people in this country, they have a house there. Okay, powerful. When I say powerful, in Ibejuleki, powerful people. But there was a house I was passing through. I just noticed white, big, massive, and someone was saying, that's Daddy Joe's house. He comes there when he wants coded time. So Ibejuleki is like the golden, the same way. That's why 4 estate GText has there. It's strategic. When you come to real estate, you just have to be strategic about the location. Location is how you make it in real estate. So for us, where we have situated our estate, you forget, if you want us to help you with the rent, just go and sleep. We can help you with that one. So I hope Joy Naomi have answered you. Okay, you're welcome. Yes, Edward, go ahead. Edward, are you there? Edward, where did Edward go?
I'm here. I'm here, sir.
Why is it taking you
So what
time?
are the questions? I'm here, sir. I've been reading a lot of people's comments online. They're just saying it's a very good session, awesome offer, amazing. I think a lot of people are just very proud that we're doing this, and they're happy that GText Homes is doing something that nobody else has ever done in the real estate space. The fact that they've heard of smart estates, they've even heard of some people calling them the estates, green estates, but it's just put plants there. But listening to you explain what green means and what smart means, and then we being the first company, uh, first real estate company in Africa to be doing this is blowing people's minds off. I think that's just it for now.
Beautiful. Well, we're happy too. I mean, it's taken 6 years to finalize this. So this year we're laying foundation for 1,000 units. And by next year, people will just be collecting their keys and be smiling. Now, many people do smart. Some people are doing smart. Few people have done green, but not like green, right? But nobody has combined both, So what we've done is to do both. And that just has set us apart. And we encourage you to pray for us, and that God gives us good contractors and speed, to meet up. We have a race of 25,000 between now and the year 2035. So we're hoping this year we do 1,000. Next year we start with 2,000 units like that. By the year 2035, we should have delivered 25,000 green and smart homes. Kari Ponda says, in the US states, where are you planning to build? So we do not intend to. US doesn't have building problem. Okay, US has selling problem. So in the US, our goal is not to build. Our goal is to buy, renovate. That's how US market works. So when you enter a market, you need to understand what the real challenges are. And there are more than enough houses in the US. So what is needed is more of you buy and renovate it and put out. But at some point, we might build some if we see the opportunities, maybe in places where there is really housing deficit. I'm aware only where Amazon headquarters is, what's it called, Seattle. It's one of those places that has that massive real estate shortage. But in some other places, you don't really have housing shortage in the US. So what we're doing more of is we buy, we renovate, we rent out, we do short lease and things like that. We buy at auction, fix it, but that's more of that market. So it's not a market for building. It's Nigeria where you have massive housing deficit, okay, that you kind of need heavy building that is needed. So said Chicago, Atlanta. Yeah, Chicago, yeah, I'm aware of Chicago. But again, there are a lot of factors. I mean, today's training is not on US. There are a lot of factors, some I can't say on air, that we kind of look at. But the immediate need right now isn't building in the US. We're in New York and Florida. Those are two major bases, and they don't really have. It's just buy, fix. Except you want to do massive skyscrapers, and you have billions of dollars. Okay, so we have some people in Nigeria. So let's hear you guys. Those of you in Nigeria. So who is the first person to shoot?
Anyone? Question? Anybody?
Okay, so those of you in Nigeria, you don't have any questions, is that it?
Yes, clear.
Okay, so are you ready to rock and roll? Can you sell this? So let's do a role play. pick somebody, let the person sell Gardenia to me ASAP. Oh yeah, let's see. That's how you know whether they learned or not. Not just that they shook their head. Oh yeah, let them come and market Gardenia now. So while you guys speak who is coming, Mrs.
A lot
Titila,
of people are joining from Facebook. That's why, sir.
yeah, Mrs. Titilayo is asking, after today, how much is the initial deposit? Well, basically, Mr. Titilayo, our goal is we're doing two things today. One, we're giving a very low entry barrier, which is you deposit as low as 5 million for the 1 bedroom or 6 million for the 2 bedroom, like that. And you can pay for up to 2 years, right? Secondly, we're giving 5 million naira discount. So those are the two major stores, but we have just 50 units we are targeting for this. So once we hit our 50 unit, it may be today, it may be next week, it may be Friday, it may be tomorrow. The price goes to the normal price. Also, please note that normally in real estate, right, any house that is already finished, you have between Nigeria, you have between 10 to 15 million higher in the prices. So you are also still getting further discount because this is an off-plan sales, right? But once, like the ones Pasuni is doing now, once it's done, average of them will have at least between 10 to 15 million higher than the prices you're seeing on the flyer. It's just the way it is all over the world. We sell houses also here in Dubai. So if you are buying off-plan sales, some of the houses you buy for as low as $400,000 here in Dubai. But if it's already completed, you can't pay less than 600,000. So you're having like a whooping sometimes 200,000 USD just because you wanted something that's completed, right? So, and this is why this is beautiful, because first of all, it solves the fact that you don't have bulk cash, so you're able to pay gradual. And secondly, it also gives you the opportunity to buy at a cheaper price than you will have paid for. I also allow Pastor to say a few things on this. I have a question, Olawale that says, Dr. Stephen, thank you for this innovative development. AI suggestion drop into my mind. GText Home can partner with Tesla, Samsung, so people can pay for Gardenia estate at a price and get Tesla electric car, Samsung smartphone, and smart gadget. In fact, I agree with you. In fact, we will be doing even more than what we have said, But you need to know, Mr. Alawale, that the constraint we have here is the money, right? So what I mean by the money is that because of the banking system, people struggle to have this flexible payment. Now, if I want to buy a property in the US, what 500,000? The bank can tell me I should just deposit 20,000 and spread the rest for 30 years. The bank will pay the developer in full, while I move on. Same thing in buying houses. Some people were challenging me, Dr. Stephen, why are you investing in the US? You should put all your money in Nigeria. And I laugh. I don't need to put my money to expand real estate in the US. They have a banking system. They have a credit system that makes it super easy. I'll give you an example. I see a property in the US I want to buy, worth 500,000 USD, right? All I need to do is before I even pay for the property, look for somebody who can rent that same property and guarantee to be paying me, let's say, 30,000 USD every month. Just by showing the credit guys that here's a letter. This person has said, if I buy this property, he will be paying me X. I'm just giving an example. These are not fixed figures. He will be paying me X, and he has agreed to take a lease of 5 years. Do you know that what the lender is likely to give me on that property is as high as 450,000 USD, sometimes 496,000 USD. So how much am I using to pay for that property? All I'm adding is $10,000 because the credit guy has given me a good part of. You see how that industry works. So at the end of the day, and this is why this is beautiful. Now, the mortgage on it, let's say the person renting it is now paying me 30,000, like I said. The mortgage on it in some cases is as low as 15,000. So how much am I now making? I'm making 15,000. From technically, I didn't even pay, right? Because as soon as the person start paying me, I've not covered the initial 10,000 that I put in, and I'm already making money. So, and that's what some people don't understand when they see me in a company expanding in US and all this. You think that we are bringing money, we are spending money. I just laugh. The system. That's why many of you who live abroad, who are not coming, joining my real estate coaching program, so that we can open your eye to how to make money. You are in this system, and you're just playing victim around, right? I can't be a US citizen. And let me not go into story. The kind of money I will have by now, right? And it's because our people just don't value education. All we do is you go there, I'll do my master's, then I'll do my PhD. I'm doctor. Okay, go and use to collect money in the bank. Okay, doctor does not make you rich. And yet you see some of these people, the reason they are getting all those degrees was because they want to be richer. You don't, get PhD to be rich. You go meet a rich man to teach you how he did it. Informal training. That's how you get there. And he's not going to do it free because I didn't learn real estate free. One of the trainings I did on real estate cost me 27,000 US dollars. Online, one man. So you want to learn that for free. Continue. We'll do it for free. Pastor Nee, you want to say one or two things? Okay.
Thank you so much, my doctor. And when I heard the word continue from you, it was as if Jonathan was the one talking. Continue. Continue. Let me just do a few hard-ups. I mean, for those who are joining, who wants to consider this offer this evening, I'd like you to know that you are doing yourself a huge favor simply because there are a lot of issues that are peculiar with the real estate industry in Nigeria. And some of those issues, you have overcome them by buying into this project. What am I saying? Now, you and I know that Dr. Stephen had mentioned that there are issues that are associated with change in price. When it comes to change in price of materials, nobody has control over that. Nigeria is attributable to be a consuming nation and not a producing nation per se. So what that means is that virtually everything we use in construction, it has to be imported. So if you are the one who decides to build these houses, what that means is that you stand the risk of buying, different building materials at different varying prices. So it means that when you plan to buy when you plan to complete your project, maybe give or take for like 30 million naira at the beginning, if a bill is given to you by the counties of your counties of you stand the risk of paying up to 50 million naira by the time you're going to complete the project. But this is a risk that a company takes off you when you buy through the company. Just like Dr. Stephen said the other time, you can't go back to the company and tell the company that, the company cannot come back to you and say that, Oga, because of COVID-19, the amount we said before, 30 million naira, we can't eventually sell for 30 million, it has to be 50 million. It's not possible. But when you decide to build by yourself, when such a thing happens, you have to bear the risk all by yourself. So we have high costs in building materials, we have high costs in labor costs. Labor has increased. People who would normally charge maybe about 2,000 naira per day, who are the laborers, some of them charge as much as 3,000 to 5,000 naira now per day. That means we have about 150% increase, between 100 and 150% increase. So it means that all of these factors attribute to the price of what you're buying. So when you buy on a certain day like today, you are doing yourself a huge, kind of favor. I'm even surprised that the MD GText is doing this offer. Reason because I know that my company had even tried to discuss with him that there's variation and there is there's a change in the amount we are building. That everything has shot up. We don't have control over it. Even to sand that we are not importing, that we have here in Nigeria, the price has gone up. Sand, block, iron is ridiculously high now. The rates, cement, and all things being equal, the way things are going right now, by October, November, the prices of cement will move from 3,003 today, will move to about 4,500 naira. So what are you waiting for actually? Whatever you want to do, make it while the sun shines. That's just the truth, because time waits for no man. Apart from all of this, there are other issues that has to do with digital evolution. Things are changing today. Gone are those days that we had very high demand for commercial properties. Commercial properties are not like the way they used to sell again. Residential properties are selling more because a lot of companies will decide to work and make great things happen even from the comfort of their residential homes. So, instead of paying hugely for that rental space that you're using for your business, you can actually buy a residential home and operate from home. I always tell people this, that each time you have an opportunity to buy, real estate, a residential apartment, don't think of the user perspective alone. Think of the business perspective to it. Somebody can say that, how will I live, where I'm working in town here and go and be living in social place? No, I always tell them, you know what? Buy from the business perspective. Think of rental first. Think of rental first. You can, there are people who are dying to live in that place that we are talking about this evening. I can tell you for free because there's huge traffic on that road. There is huge massive of people on that road. Organizations are moving there massively, meaning that you have an assured way of getting your returns on your investment. If you buy, you are not losing anything. I can tell you, sincerely, I've studied the industry in the last 13 years, and I can tell you that it's a very viable industry, especially looking at that axis. There's a young man, now an elderly man, who used to work, the company, he was working with ExxonMobil at the time. Now, when they would go from ExxonMobil, where their office is on the island, they will go to Ibejuleki axis, Lacampine Tropicana for a retreat, as far back as the 2000s, early 2000s and all of that. They go to Lacampine Tropicana area. Some of his friends started buying property around that place, and this man would say, like imagine Lacampine, what it will look like, maybe like year 2000, 2001, and all that. And those times, they would be doing advertisement on NTA 2005, Lacampine Tropicana, Lacampine Tropicana, Lacampine. People were going there for getaway. What will you call them, like retreats from the organization. So ExxonMobil would take them there. All his colleagues, they started buying. This man refused to buy. The bad news is that today he's working in Dangote refinery. He's a tenant. He's a tenant in that axis now. He rented a house in that place. And this is what he will have bought about 20-something years ago, 20 years ago. Now he's a tenant in that place. He never believed that he will have anything to do on that with that house, because the only thing that takes him there is retreat. Today, he's a tenant in that area. The same place he has refused. So what are we saying in essence is that, don't think about yourself alone now. Think about your uncle, think about your brother, think about those people that you think that, they may not be able to think investing right now. They are willing to invest. Money is flying around. A huge lot of volumes of money is coming into Nigeria. And there are some companies that are collecting this money, real estate companies. Now, the truth is this, for those who are my GCP members who are here, now, how much of this money flowing in are you willing to make from it? For those who are buying, Out of all of this money coming into Nigeria, how much of it belongs to you that you are using to tie something down in a real estate company? Please make A while the sun shines. I'll repeat again. Thank you for now, sir.
Awesome, amazing. So guys, if you've had a great time today, can you type, I've had a great time, I've had a great time. Do you want to clap for me and Dr. Adenia Adeyemi? I thought you were going to clap for us. We've done, I believe we've been able to answer all your questions today. I want to say a big thank you for coming. It's really, really exciting having you. And it's good to see all of you, the GCP guys. I can see an NYC copper there, you know, who came with his uniform. What's your name? What's your name?
Mayowa. My name is Mayowa.
Mayowa.
Oh, Mayowa. Nice to meet you. Can each person just introduce themselves one-on-one? Those of you in class, one-on-one, just introduce. We have Mayowa. Where are you? What did you study?
I studied transport management technology.
Nice, nice. I love that you're starting this GCP program early. There's a lot of money in real estate, and just amazing to learn how to be a broker. And I look forward to seeing all of you on May 1st at the Global Property Conference. Yeah, we have Branka Don, we have Ryan Sant, we have Olumide Emmanuel, we have actually somebody we didn't even put on the flyer, John Maxwell, you know.
Wow.
So it's loaded, it's loaded, you know. Okay, so next person, your name and what you do.
My name is Kunle Oshinoiki.
This is your first time.
Today is my first time.
Congratulations. Come on, let's clap for him. Are you enjoying the class? Did you enjoy the meeting today? Did you enjoy the class today?
Yes, sir. I've been following you on the YouTube.
Oh, great.
And I responded to your request for marketing and sales professional.
Oh, okay. Is it the okay, good. I mean, yeah, the person in charge is Opemi Poloto. She's our sales manager. Because you need to know these people in GTEXT, they just use me as the errand boy. I just work for them, and I'm their spokesperson, I'm their marketer. So there are a lot of things that they handle, and I see people do a lot. They will just start me on, hey, so yes, you are giving out a job. I'll be like, I'm not the HR. It's just that being that you know, I have a huge platform and all of that. So company stuff are being posted also on my page, and I help to do videos and all that. But there are people in the system who are actually the people who make things work. And I think I appreciate them. But sometimes it has disadvantage because some of you don't know them, and then you think I'm the one, you know, I'm actually. So there's a lady called Loto. You can ask for her and tell her you've applied and that you're ready, you're fired up. You know, I'm sure she will consider if you're good. Okay, next person. Next person.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Alimat.
What do you do? Why is he shy? What do you do, Alimat?
Oh, now I'm selling clothes.
Selling.
So I'm selling detection.
No, I mean, it's okay. Maybe clothes is a passion. But there's money in real estate, so you better sell GText Homes.
Okay, sir. Money.
But it's okay. Nice meeting you, Alima.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next person.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. This face is familiar.
I'm here with Adenisi.
Yeah, what do you do? You're a realtor. You don't sell clothes at all.
I say real estate.
I like that. Okay. Nice meeting you.
Same
Yeah.
here, sir.
Next person.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Ifeoluyole.
Like that. What do you do?
I'm a real estate consultant.
Okay, interesting. Aside real estate, do you do other things?
I'm into comics.
Comics, you do comic books?
Yeah, comics that teaches financial literacy. Superhero that teaches financial literacy.
Correct. I like that. Nice one. Good job.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Next person.
My name is Oluwafunke. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Funke. Nice meeting you. What do you do?
I'm a realtor, so I sell real estate.
Yes. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's how we do it. Nice.
Yes, sir.
Who is the person beside you? Are you together?
No, he's on his own.
He's not our man. So it's not
It's on the OYU level. Your name, sir?
Fashola, sir.
What do you do?
I do real estate. As a realtor.
Okay, nice. Nice meeting you.
Yes, sir.
Next.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Miriam Adeli. I'm a realtor.
Miriam Adeni.
Yes, sir.
Are you related to Dr. Adeni?
No.
You better be related to me. You better be related to me.
Okay, nice meeting you. Next person.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Basil Kechukwu.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
Yeah. Before now, I've been into contract work. I do roofing and railings on site. So I've always been a site man. So I have this opportunity to be in GCP group. So I'm expanding into real estate, sir.
Nice. And you're wearing my cap, the SA cap. I had to get it. I hope you paid for it.
Thank you, sir.
Nice meeting you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir, from here. I think it's, yeah. Yeah, my name is Bright Benson. Yeah, an educator, that means I teach. I'm a visual artist, and right now in the real estate space.
So deep. So deep. Welcome on board. Nice having you on board.
Yeah, same here, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Bamidele Olushino, an accountant turned to real estate consultant.
From counting other people's money, you want to start counting your own.
Yes, sir.
I like that. Nice.
Okay, yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Femi Akoni, sir. I'm here for the first time.
Wow, let's clap for him.
Yes, son.
You came with your son. You had a great time today.
Yeah, sir. Yes.
You came with your son. Why did you bring your son?
No, I just wanted to get family to.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Emmanuel, sir.
Emmanuel. Akoni, well, what's your educational background?
Like I'm SS3, sir.
SS3. I mean, what your dad is doing for you, it's a powerful thing because you're having an opportunity to learn about business, about work. Clap for your dad for bringing you here, and don't be shy, right? You know, the earlier the better. How old are you? How old?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
How old are you?
I'm 17, sir.
Right, that's better. I started reading Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I started reading Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Earlier the better. So good job, Dad.
Good job, Dad.
Next person.
Thank you, sir.
Next person.
That's all, sir.
Okay, want to say thank you all for coming. For those of you on Facebook,
Thank you all for coming.
on Zoom, on ground, we say thank you. We also thank Dr. Gardenia Adeyemi for showing up and sharing with us. What's your final statement as we wrap up today?
Let me just say thank you so much, sir, for this platform and for this opportunity to impact knowledge again and to enlighten our great people from all over the world. I would just want to appreciate every of the GCP members for consistently being a part of this group, believing in this organization, believing in the vision of the visionaire, and also trying to connect with all of the facilitators part time. I want to tell you that this that you are investing today, you are investing not just in today, but in the future. And I'd like you to pay closer attention to every of the information that comes out to you part time. Take them. It may come in the form of a joke. It may come in the form of a real message. It may come in form of a referral to a book. Take them seriously. Pay attention to them. And before you know it, you become an authority even in this field of real estate. Because a little here, a little there, and that's how a river or an ocean is being formed. Pay attention and sell your way to the top till you get to where you're going. I love you all and thank you. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So, Edward, I need you to help me follow up with Ms. Oluwatosin Banjo. So that you can give her the pounds equivalent so that she can make her payment. Others have also chatted me on WhatsApp. For those of you who just wanted privacy about it. So the number again is plus 185 77015527. Let me try and put it on Facebook. So you can chat me up directly one-on-one. A couple of you have seen you chat me up that you didn't want to indicate that you want to buy in public. But, you know, I respect your request for privacy. So plus 18577015527. So WhatsApp chat only, pinning that on Facebook. I don't know why this is not streamed on GText Homes platform. Because I didn't see this event on, and I expected that it would be streamed across all platforms. But thank you all for being part of today's class. So please help me follow up with Ms. Oluwatoyin Edward, okay? Love you all. God bless you. We appreciate you so much. Good night.
Thank you, everybody. We love you from GText Homes. Bye.